What's good with y'all, man? Today we finna react to "Am I the a-hole?" question mark. Matt Walsh decides. This is his part six. You feel me? Let's see what he's talking about.
Am I the a-hole? I don't think I need to introduce this segment. We've done it before. I think you basically understand how this works. And this is going to be like many of the other videos we've done where we go to the Am I the a-hole forum on Reddit, except we're switching things up. It's very exciting this time because we're going to do that, except this time I'm in a more comfortable chair. And so we like to keep things fresh here on the Matt Walsh Show. We'll start with this. My two daughters are vegetarian, but my husband and son are not. I'm probably what they would call a flexitarian. Well, you're
Okay, I want to put my 2 cents in on that, man, because you feel me? That's kind of what I do. That's kind of the reason why I started YouTube, to put my 2 cents in. But nah, man. How I feel about vegetarians and vegans, you feel me? I mean, what you eat, what you choose to eat is what you choose to eat. You feel me? I mean, you're not really doing too much anything. If anything, you're hurting yourself because you're not getting the calcium you need. You feel me? But basically, what I'm trying to say is humans are designed to eat meat. If you look at our teeth, you feel me? I might not got the whitest teeth right now, but look, if you look at our teeth, canines right here. You feel me? That's that's designed to rip flesh. You look right here, my molars. Those are designed to crush bone. You feel me? Chew on bone. You feel me? But they're also designed to eat fruits and vegetables also. But there's nothing wrong with eating meat. The problem is most people only eat meat, or they eat more meat and don't balance it out with fruits and vegetables, and they live a poor diet, or they live a poor lifestyle where they don't go outside, they don't exercise, and they don't go out in the sun. You feel me? Those are usually the problems, but it's not usually the meat itself. You feel me? And also, people try to bring up parasites, bro. If you're getting parasites from eating meat, bro, you cannot blame the farmer, bro. You blame the chef, bro. That's the chef fault for not cleaning and cooking properly, bro. That has nothing to do with the farmer, bro. All the farmer does is slaughter the cow or wherever it is, bro, and ship it off to the company, bro. You feel me? That's it. That's all, bro. And you can say the same thing about vegetables and fruits. You feel me? They come with parasites too. That's why most farmers, they spray pesticide and stuff like that on their crops. I don't agree with that, but that's kind of the reason on why they do that. Is because of parasites and bugs.
definitely the asshole. I already know that you're the asshole based on that alone. A flexitarian? So what does that mean? You're flexible, you'll eat meat or vegetables? Is that what you mean by flexitarian? So you're just a person? You're a normal person like the rest of us? You don't need to come up with new labels for everything. You didn't invent something new. I'm a fooditarian, because my thing is that I eat food. I don't, if it's not food, I don't eat it. I'm a walk on the grounditarian. 'Cause I only walk on things that are the ground. Anyway, where were we? My son and husband always turn up their noses at tofu or any other meat alternatives. They say it's just weird that it's made to resemble real meat, so it's really the concept and not the taste. There are no allergies. My family and I often make two versions of dinner, one meat, one real, and twice the amount of pots and pans. There is an equal distribution of cleaning and cooking.
I don't see the point of tofu and alternate meat. You feel me? Like, I don't see the point, bruh. If you not eating meat, you might as well just shouldn't eat meat, bruh. Like, if you gonna get that close to eating meat, you might as well just eat the real thing, bruh. Like, clearly these vegans, they like the taste. You feel me? These people ain't eating out of health, bruh. Like, if that was the case, they wouldn't eat the things that taste like the things that they hate. You feel me? They're not eating for health. They don't care about that, bruh. You feel me? They just don't want to feel bad for saying they eating a cow. That's
In
it.
this house, thankfully. My daughters had a fun prank idea of making 2 pots of spaghetti sauce under the pretense that one was meat, but they were both the soy ground beef. The goal here was to see if their brother and father actually hated the meat, that is the fake meat, and to see if we could maybe save some dishes and time in the future. Everyone loved dinner. Both husband and son finished their plates. This was when my youngest couldn't hold it in anymore and told them. They both got very upset about being fed something other than what they were told. Reddit. Am I the asshole? So They made soy meat, which is not, that doesn't actually exist. Just like when you hear about coconut milk or almond milk, that's not actually milk. Milk by definition is a dairy product. That's a coconut secretion is what it should say on the carton. There's no such thing as soy meat. It's fake. So they made a soy thing in 2 pots, and they said that one was meat, and they said that they were feeding that to the husband and son, but it was really the soy, and they couldn't tell the difference. Now, Reddit has declared that this woman is the a-hole. Yes, you are the a-hole.
The a-hole. Goodbye.
You shouldn't ever lie to somebody about what you're feeding them. So that makes you an a-hole. But I actually think you're an a-hole for a different reason. You expect me to believe that you made a meat sauce with soy beef, and then your son and husband, who are big, long-time meat eaters, they couldn't tell that it wasn't real meat? That's bullshit. Sorry, I don't believe it.
That's Gorgon shit. Total Gorgon shit.
I've had meat substitutes before, just purely out of morbid curiosity, and they always taste like a fertilizer and sadness.
What does it taste like?
Despair?
Okay, they taste fraudulent. Always. And by the way, if you have an ethical problem with meat, then why are you eating food made to taste like it? That's the other thing I don't understand. I have a problem with this. I don't want to eat meat. I think it's immoral, but I want my food to taste like the thing that's immoral. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Well, let me ask you something. What if there was someone out there who kept a log of every single thing you did every minute of the day? I think that'd be pretty creepy. Well, what if I told you that's exactly what happens every time you go online? Your internet provider like AT&T or Comcast is allowed to store logs of every website you've ever visited, and they can legally sell this data to anyone they want. That's why I always use ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN reroutes your internet connection through their secure server, so your internet making comments about how lucky I am to live alone and how important.
Oh, just get too far ahead.
Next one.
Right.
I live alone in a 1-bedroom apartment. Recently, a coworker, let's call them Allie, has been coming to my supervisor to talk and visit almost every shift. They've been talking about how Allie has had a downturn in job performance and might be laid off soon if things don't improve. Allie is nice and outgoing, but not reliable when it comes to office work. The past couple of days, my supervisor has been very interested in my living situation, always asking how the area is, how I decorate my space, how my relationship is with the property manager. They've even started making comments about how lucky I am to live alone and how important community is. Yesterday, after
Allie's usual.
can we just get to the point here? You don't need to go back 5 years.
Man, I'm over here trying to read it, trying to figure out what I'm trying to process, bro. I thought I was the only one, bro. I'm like, hold on, what?
In the story. Just get to the friggin' point. Okay, for over a half an hour, they went on and on about how I could let her live with me and how good it would be to carpool, split expenses, and have company at home. I tried to keep the shocked. Okay, so basically, your supervisor is pressuring you to have a coworker move in with you as a roommate. You could have just said that. The whole rest of the story is not necessary. We don't need to know what you had for breakfast that morning. Am I the a-hole? Well, no. I mean, you're the a-hole for telling this long, boring story, but not in this particular situation. I hear these stories from people's jobs sometimes, and I'm just like, what? First of all, why would you?
I'm not gonna cap. I don't even know what just happened, bro. Hopefully he tells us, but hopefully he understood what
Tolerate
happened.
this
But
to
I
begin
don't
with.
have
Your
a clue.
supervisor at your job is trying to force you to allow another person at your job to live with you. I don't know if this is appropriate. I'd better go ask Reddit. It's
Wait, what the fuck? Hold on, wait. Quit the job. bro.
wildly
Like, at that
inappropriate, and
point.
it's definitely illegal in like 50,000 different ways. So first thing I would do is go and get that supervisor fired. And then absolutely, you do not let this person move in with you. Though this is coming from someone who I would never let anyone move in with
Facts.
me as a roommate. I think the whole concept of roommates to me just doesn't make any sense. If you're getting married and you're starting a family, right, with someone, that's one thing. That's not really a roommate. You get none of the benefit of starting a family, yet you get all of the annoyances of having to live with other people in your house. Part of the problem, and I don't, no offense to meant by this, but it seems to be mostly women who use the Am I the A-hole forum on Reddit. And this is something women do. And look, ladies, you have to realize that you do this. You know, if you have information that you want to pass on to someone, you always start way further back in the timeline than you need to. That's the scourge of existence for women. They're always complaining, oh, you know, the men, they don't remember, they don't listen. is because you're giving us way too much information, okay? And that's not how our minds work. We can't retain all that. We're looking for the point, and that's where we home in. And that's gonna do it. Okay, let's stop now.
Hey man, facts, man. To all you tree huggers out there, man, go pick you up a cheeseburger, man. It ain't gonna hurt you, man. Go get you a chicken sandwich or something. Go